Hey folks, here's the ultimate walkthrough for the new Beats Studio Buds. I'm making these videos to help you make that purchase decision. Here's how to use them and its features here. Go over the physical features first. If you guys notice here, it's a little bit slippery. It does take about a day or two just kind of get used to. When I first got these, they did kind of slip out of my hands quite easily. Now, the Beats Studio Buds uses physical buttons, not touch capacitative or anything like that. The buttons or actions are on your screen for your convenience. The actions are identical on both sides, the left and right side as well. One thing I noticed that was missing though were volume controls. You have to use Siri or you have to whip out your phone just to adjust those. Now, these are IP4 rated, meaning that they are splash resistant against water. No water submersion or jet sprays. Not bad, as most non-sport oriented truly wireless earphones have an IP4 rating as well, so the Beats Studio Buds are on par with the market. Now, battery life up to 8 hours with ANC off. You get 5 hours of music if you have ANC on or audio pass-through on as well. The case itself, it offers up to an additional 16 hours worth of battery life. Apple is not using Lightning and actually went with USB-C instead for charging. I'm not complaining, but wondering when the iPhones might make that switch as well. There's no wireless charging on the case. There is fast charging though. 5 minutes equals 1 hour, and that's really darn good. Now, going back to the earphones here, Bluetooth 5.0 Class 1 is on board. Signal is excellent. Tested this through several walls here at my apartment. No big deal at all. Kind of surprised, but Beats Studio Buds do not have the H1 or W1 chip from Apple inside. This doesn't have Apple sharing. There's also no multi-point, which means you can't have this paired to two devices at the same time. Now, this does come with Google and Apple fast pairing though. It is intuitive, and I did confirm it worked great on my Android as well. Right before I had my Pixel 4 XL go into the ocean, I had salt water get in here and rust out everything. Yikes. But no word on Microsoft Swift, which is Microsoft's version of fast pairing themselves. For Android users, there is an app, but for iOS users, you can access everything within the Bluetooth settings menu here, and you access that by tapping on the Beats Studio Buds. First up, you have active noise canceling. It is featured on here, and it cancels a lot of the basics like wind, air conditioners, breezes, cars driving by, anything that's airy. It does a really good job there, but it doesn't cancel everything out. ANC in general doesn't cancel everything out, even with the more expensive models out there. These do perform on par with the Jabra 75Ts, which were okay with ANC, and also the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro back in the day. These, of course, do not compete with the flagships like Sennheiser, Sony, or Bose. Now, you can always turn this feature off and have passive noise isolation right here, which is good as well. And last is transparency mode, which allows you to turn on the microphones within the earphones, so it pumps in your environmental noises for situational awareness. You don't want, someone creeping on you, right? There is a Find My Bud feature. Basically, it locates the last location of these earbuds. It's Android friendly as well. On Apple, you would use the Find My App in iOS. There is hands-free features for Siri, no hands-free feature for Google Assistant. Now, folks, if you made it this far with a quick to-the-point walkthrough, consider subscribing for the best walkthroughs on the internet, hopefully. Support my addiction for all things electronics, and it also helps with the algorithm. As you know, YouTube is, finicky sometimes. Now, the audio experience, audio is punchy, it's dynamic, it's smooth and not bloated. Beats are more bass-focused, and it does provide a harder hit over neutral/natural sounding earphones. The amount of bass does it right for my hip-hop, pop, and EDM music, and for my taste, it's just enough of a bass boost to get my head nodding quite a bit here. The mid-range vocal work and instruments are good. They're not recessed or muddied by the low-end frequencies of bass. The mid-range has good left and right audio separation. The only thing that I felt missing, though, is the vocal separation from the background music. You get some, don't get me wrong, but I can sense vocal work standing out more so on other earphones. If you guys are looking for a good equalizer, especially those on Android, check out this app called Wavelet. I'm not affiliated with them. I mean, I have less than 1,000 subs. I'm sure they are like, who the hell is this guy? But with some EQing through the Wavelet app or something comparable, it does help with these earphones. High frequencies, roll-off is noticed. I felt there could have been a bit more brightness to liven up the snares, higher-pitched vocal work and such. The high notes are very neutral for me, and that it could use a little bit more sparkle up top there to honestly just make it shine. Now, soundstage here. The audio separation and left and right audio channels, like I said before, did really well here. The airiness depth of audio and the multiple layers of dimension was just not here on the Beats. This is quite hard to pull off, but testing with other earphones, others just give it a slight edge over the Beats Studio Buds. So in conclusion, this is just my opinion here. The Studio Buds aims to be the middle ground purchase. The Buds doesn't hit it out the park per se in high-tech features, but it's a good everyday pair of earphones. The Studio Buds gets my recommendation if you're a Beats fan. The Samsung Galaxy Pro and Jabra 75Ts offer slightly more features, but if Beats have been your thing, you know the ecosystem, you know Apple's functionality and intuitiveness, these are a consideration. Folks, I'm here to help you make that purchase decision. Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.